Hey guys, welcome to another weekend. As you can see, Stanley and we are doing a little father-son trip here on the Olympic Peninsula, visiting a campground that I know of that's adjacent right next to a river. And it's super tucked away from the main road, nice and secluded, very quiet, and what I love about it is that most of the spots are right next to a river. So it's really nice to just kind of have that to fall asleep to. But the main part is we're just kind of keeping it easy this weekend because I'm still trying to get Stanley into a rhythm with our overnight camping, just so he knows what the expectation is when we go out, especially with all my random filming, but just to also get him more comfortable with our routine. So we're almost to the campground now. We're gonna get all set up. It's currently raining / wanting to snow at the moment, which isn't a big deal. We're ready for all the elements that could be thrown our way, but hopefully tomorrow, as they forecasted, we'll get some sunshine, so we'll see. But nonetheless, it will be a fun weekend, just him and I hanging out, relaxing, and just enjoying the views. Well, that's a first for me. I have no idea what's going on. I unlock and try to open the tailgate, and it acts like something's jamming some mechanism in there, allowing the tailgate to actually drop. Obviously, we've tried pushing it back in, relocking it, unlocking it again from the closed position to see if there's anything that might give, but nothing. Huge bummer. That's a first. I have no idea what's going on, so I'll have to get that checked out when I get back home. But the trip was going so good. We have sun starting to come out, the rain is slowly stopping, and we got a really nice spot right on a river. So we're not going to let that deter our trip by any means. Luckily enough for me, I am agile enough and small enough, I can actually just step on the bumper there and then just crawl through. That way I can crawl through up and over the tailgate and do what we need to do. But obviously not having a tailgate is a huge issue for just setting up things and using it as a working surface. But oh well, it is what it is. We'll try and keep working at it this rest of the day and this evening, but if not, we're just gonna get camp set up and just enjoy our time anyway. Alright guys, so we have the tent up and the awning out, mounted onto the GFC, a relatively new item, since you guys haven't seen it from the last trip, is the Rhino Rack Batwing 270 degree awning. Same one as I had before on the last setup, though this time it's just a little bit bigger. It's a bigger model, which is nice because it spans still from the side of the truck all the way around to when you are standing and working from the back of the truck. And if you had a working tailgate, this is obviously perfect, since when you get in and out of the GFC you have the coverage as well as having a work surface. But you know, in a perfect world that would be operating for us, but we're still going to make do as is. Definitely not how I wanted to showcase the tent and awning to you guys, at least on this trip. Kind of a bummer, but we're just going to make do. One of the cool features that I did put in was a mosquito netting on the rear back panel where the tailgate is, and that's nice because when we're getting out of the truck, we can just keep bugs at bay, especially when summertime hits and all the nasty mosquitoes. Being that I can't really directly crawl in and out as easy, it's not the end of the world, because I still, as you know, the GFC allows you to access from all three sides, so it's not the end of the world. I can just pop this guy up, it still sits nice and flush underneath the awning, and I can still grab everything that I need. So we're gonna finish getting camp set up, get a little fire going, and enjoy just sitting in front of the river. Alright, so some good news. The tailgate now works. I don't know what it was, I don't know what caused it, but I'm very happy it works now. I just kind of kept going back and forth with it a little bit, and next thing you know it gave. Happy it does work because I didn't think about it ahead of time, but the drawers, they are now accessible, and we had a couple key items in there that we needed this weekend, so it's working now. I'm probably still going to get it looked at when we get back home, but happy it's opening and closing. Unfortunately, the sun is now gone and we do have rain with us again. Not too bad of a deal overall. We have the fireplace keeping us warm and we're covered underneath the awning, so it's all good there. But it's lunchtime. Let's get something to eat and start really enjoying the views. So, some of you might have noticed that I got Stanley on my back. Another Amazon random purchase for the win. These are great because on some surfaces where it's just hard to maintain him on a leash and keep my balance and try to film, it's just easier to throw him on a backpack and off we go. It is heavy. He's like a solid 30 pounds, so it's not the lightest thing in the world. But it gets the job done. Also keeps him warm on a day like today, so especially being all cocooned in the bag. But it's nice. He goes where I go. He's happy because he's right next to me, literally. And away we go. Alright, well hey, cheers everybody. We are well into our Saturday evening. Stanley and I are having a great time so far. We actually just took a really nice couple-hour power nap. Ended up crawling up into the tent after our walk along the river and just passed out, so it was really nice. I woke up at about just a little after 7 o'clock and figured it's a good time to get dinner going, so that is on the agenda. Enjoying though some really nice whiskey that we found at the Yellowstone gift shop. I'm not exactly sure who manufactures it. It's labeled as the Yellowstone brand, but regardless, it's very good, so enjoying that this evening. But what we have for dinner, we're actually getting a little fancier than what you guys are used to seeing me cooking or attempting to cook. Karina was so nice, she gave me basically a meal to go. Inside the pot here we have some already pre-seasoned chicken, and we're just going to make some really nice chicken tacos and just do a little shredded cheese in there, and boom, done. So basically we're just letting all the pre-marinated goodness get happy inside the pot here, and easy, quick, yummy feeling dinner. So views are stunning. I have the river right here. Thankfully it's not raining anymore, but I am tucked underneath the awning as well, which is really nice. But as you guys can probably see behind me, I have the lights on the GFC panel doors. And basically what these are is I bought just little strip LEDs that have a magnetic on one side to adhere the light to, and then on the other side of the mount is an adhesive strip, and basically that just sticks right to the panel themselves. Again, my goal is to have those on each of the panel doors so I can have them all the way around. And in a perfect world, if I had the mosquito netting as well, that would be on this door right here. But these are really nice. They offer two light modes, a cool blue and then a warm yellow. And 3 levels of brightness. And what's nice about that is that, again, if you wanted to have a more blue light just for seeing, you can have that option. I like the yellow as well when it's especially in the middle of summer, as bugs aren't attracted to that color. So you're good to go either way, but it's a nice cheap alternative just to get lights going around the camp, especially as we're cooking late meals like tonight. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're tired. Yep. How does some coffee and eggs sound, Stan? Well, we slept pretty good. It definitely got cold last night, but Stanley and I were pretty comfy in our sleeping bags with a blanket on top of us. I got him like a oversized jacket, which basically acts like a wearable sleeping bag. Kind of stumbles on it if we were just to go on a walk with it, but for lounging around in the tent, it does pretty good. So let's brave the cold, get out of our sleeping bags, and start the day. Alright guys, so I would say this weekend was a huge success. We got Stanley out on yet another trip. This time it wasn't 9 degrees overnight like it was when we went to Yellowstone and picking up the GFC tent. It got down to about, I'd say, mid-30s, so it wasn't too terribly bad, but we were nice and cozy inside there in our sleeping bag. I love coming out to this spot, this one in particular on the peninsula. It's just nice and secluded. Having the river right there and being able to walk along the bank is just amazing. So anytime we can come out this direction, it's always a win. And being on the Olympic Peninsula as we are, there's still so much to see. So I think on our way back home here, we're gonna explore a couple other favorites, especially with the sun now being out and the rain has finally ceased. Gonna take advantage of the good weather and check out some good views. But overall, I appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you so much. I love seeing the community that we're growing. It's just incredible, especially to all of those who have reached out so far. Much more on the way, so definitely stay tuned. But until next time, safe travels.